Okay, so today we're gonna be making some homemade biscuits. Right now I am making some buttermilk because I don't have any. So all you need to do for that is you just need to add some regular whole milk. I don't really know if you can use like 2% milk. I'm sure you can. Don't really know. But then you're gonna add in some white vinegar. There's that label. Yep, you're just gonna add in usually like a tablespoon, but I just be kind of eyeballing it. I'm just like, let my ancestors walk me through it. Now I've got a plastic butter knife. I'm gonna mix that up because ain't nobody got time for all them dishes. So mix, 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 set that to the side. Now we're gonna get our mixing bowl that I got from Dollar Tree. It is very flimsy, but it's a great mixing bowl. Got my measuring cup. We're gonna be using the white lily flour. You're gonna be doing 2 cups of that in there. Y'all can't see it, but there actually was a spoon in there that I was trying to go around. So that's why I'm like struggling to get it out there. Cause I was like, oh my God, don't show the spoon. Everybody's going to think that, I don't know. Actually, I don't know what y'all would have thought. Anyways, that's 2 cups. And then I was like, I'm gonna add another little splash. Cause again, my ancestors were like, add the splash. Now, right now, what I'm doing is I'm adding a well. Trying to get that flour off my hands, rubbing it all over me. Around here, I'm very handsy, cook with love, rub it all over me. That's why I got an apron. Get your Crisco. My friend Anthony also taught me this. You want to make it about the size of an egg, you know, and that's like the best advice I could ever get. I really like to make these biscuits also with butter, but Crisco is just so easy. So make an egg, medium egg, large egg, duck egg. I don't really care. Make your egg. Now what you're going to do is you're going to get that flour and you're just going to kind of like break it up with your fingers with the Crisco. So like mix it on up, break it into like little pieces, little balls. But you don't want to do it like too much, but just enough. Again, let your ancestors speak to you. And if your ancestors didn't cook, well, bada bing, bada boom. That's why I'm making you this video. Let me be your inner ancestor voice. Yeah, mixing. Honestly, I went a little bit ham on that. I probably mixed a little bit too much, but that's all right because you know what? We be mixing with love. Your hands are going to be dirty, but that's okay. That's okay. I washed my hands before this. You do what you got to do. Now you're going to take that buttermilk mixture, mix it on up, and then you're going to pour it in there. The goal for perfect biscuits is sticky dough. You want very, very sticky dough. If it is not sticky, it's going to be way too dry, and you're going to have hockey pucks, and they're going to be disgusting, and nobody's going to like them. And the kids are going to use them as toys to throw at each other. I don't really know. Use your imagination. Maybe a good dog biscuit. So add in, mix it on up. And there's no right or wrong way to do this. You just be mixing it. You just put it in there and you just go wild in the bowl. You don't want to overmix it though. So you don't want to get like a spatula and like overmix it. All right, see how all of my flour is not incorporated yet? That's too dry. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some milk. Just old regular milk. It ain't got to be buttermilk this time. We just need a little bit more liquid in there. So we're going to add that, see if that does the trick. Mix, mix, mix. There we go. You see how sticky that is? That's stuck. That's that sticky. So get as much as you can off your hands. Yeah, there you go. Now what you want to go do is wash your hands. Now my hands are clean. I tried to do like a really cool transition, but I don't really feel like editing all this, so just pretend that that was a cool, like, clean hand transition. Okay, so now you're going to take your flour, get the spoon and the measuring cup out of there, Kelly. Come on, get your crap together, be better. So you're going to take your flour on a clean surface. Clean your surface. I did that before. And you're going to spread it out. You don't want too much, but you also want just enough, you know? You want it to be where it's covered, but you don't want to make your dough like dry. So just do enough for the area, but you ain't got to go crazy. Put a little bit of flour on your fingers. That way it don't stick coming out of your hands. Alrighty, get your dough down. Now this part, I say, is the most crucial part. You do not want to over knead this dough. You do not want to over mix it. So you're just going to knead it, which is like folding it in half. Let's see how many times. What is that, the second time? You just do it till it feels right. 3, I might have done it one more time, or actually I might have just done it 3 times. Let's see. Yep, just 3 times. Just 3 times. You can do it more, but I'm telling you, the more times you knead out that dough, the harder it's going to become. I learned from experience. So what you're going to do is you're going to flatten that out. You want it to be maybe like in 1/2 inch. I don't really know measurements. Just do it where it feels right, you know? So we're going to do this. Oh, actually, nope. We're going to put butter. And look, don't be making fun of my beat up pan. This pan is the best biscuit making pan. All right. This thing's got a lot of love. It's got a lot of season. And yes, I got that butter all up in my hand. I'm holding it in my hand. And I'm rubbing it all up in there because you know what makes a biscuit good? A buttery biscuit. And yeah, my hair's kind of hanging over everything. That's kind of driving me nuts too. But let's just pretend we don't see that. And I'm going to pinch off some of that butter because it's my butter and I can do whatever I want. My husband and my son's eating this. It don't matter. And honestly, if y'all want good food, y'all got to be ready, getting down and dirty. You can't be so scared. All right, then you just get a mason jar lid. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that out and set it in the pan, and then you're just going to do the same thing over again. You're just going to take that little mason jar lid and try to get as close as you can. As you'll see at the end, I probably wasted a biscuit worth, but that's okay. We ain't going to talk about that either. Well, we might talk about it when we get there, but we ain't there right now. This makes the perfect size biscuits. This is like a smaller mason jar lid. Like what is it, like a cup's worth? I don't really know, but they're honestly the very best. And I like for my biscuits to touch because that's what makes them very moist. And sorry if you hate that word, but that's what makes them delicious. You want them to really be stacked in there. And see, right now I'm like, okay, I definitely have way too much dough. So I can put this together and I can squeeze that in a little bit more to add another one in there. So let's get this going. I gotta move some over. Move. Come on now, Kelly. Okay, then you just fit it right in there. And as you can see, I still have that. So I've been watching like so many of those squishy slime videos. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I can be like one of those people right now. Watch it squish. I acted like I threw it behind me, but I really didn't. I just set it to the side. Obviously, you can see it right there. Now we're going to get your butter, melt some butter and pour it all over there. I didn't say this was healthy. And this is that Kerrygold butter. This is that good butter. The better the butter, the better the biscuit. You want some, like I said earlier, some good old buttery biscuits. And yes, I am using my hands to rub it in there. So just pour the rest of it in there. It'll just sop up on the bottom. And now we're going to start with the biscuits. So we're going to take those out. Don't make fun of my stained oven mitt. I be cooking in this house. I wash them, but you know, I just can't always be perfect. Yes, that's a bowl on the ground because I was taking out the stuff from the bottom cabinet and I just left it there. So I'm getting butter right now. I really could have cut this part out, but you know, we're just going to go with it. And as I can see on the floor, I dropped some butter. So I've got to go back in there and pick this up after I'm done doing this because I did not know that until now. So what I'm doing is I'm buttering these biscuits again because like I said, there ain't nothing better than a buttery biscuit. If you ain't buttering your biscuits like I'm buttering mine, you ain't had a good biscuit. All right, now I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to pull out the middle one. This thing is hot AF. I don't know if y'all can see the smoke coming off of this, but I literally just pulled this out of the oven. Like, just pulled it out. Look at that biscuit. Look at that. Y'all can't tell me that ain't a good biscuit. It's hot. It's hot. My hands are like, hot, hot. Look at that. I really kept on trying to get close to the camera because I'm like, I really want y'all to see, but my hands are burning on fire. Look at that squish. Ooh, that's a good biscuit. That's a good, I was going to try to show you like a sandwich biscuit, but I know y'all see that smoke coming off of that. I know y'all see it. But tell me that ain't a good biscuit. Makes me just want to take a bite out of that buttery biscuit. Actually, I did, and it was delicious. Yum. Thank you all for coming to my video.